Hello friends, welcome to Electronic Circuit Hub. So today we are going to understand about the Zener shunt regulator design. How you're gonna design the shunt regulator by using Zener diode. So let us understand step by step calculation to design the shunt regulator by using the Zener diode. So let us say you have here the input voltage. Okay, so Vi is your input voltage, and the you have the unregulated input voltage. If I say unregulated, that means you have the vi min to vi max. So you have unregulated input voltage, and let's say you have also the varying load. Okay, so you have the ro value is ro minimum, the load value is load minimum to load maximum, ro maximum. So if you calculate the input current I in here, if you look at here I in, so what is going to be I in? I in equals to Iz plus I naught, Iz plus I naught, wherein your I in, if you want to calculate I in, equals to the input voltage Vi minus Vz Zener voltage divided by the resistance value. Okay, Rs value. Okay, in other word, if you know your ion value, you can easily calculate the Rs. So what is Rs? Rx equals to Vi minus Vz divided by In. And how you gonna find the ion? Let us first understand the Zener breakdown characteristics. So let us say Zener works in a breakdown region. So if you apply the reverse voltage across the Zener diode, and as soon as your voltage reaches to your Zener voltage, that is Vz, what is your Zener voltage? Zener voltage is here, if you look at it, is Vz. As soon as your input reaches to Vz, so your Zener diode goes into the breakdown region, and the current start flowing through it. And if you look at here at the minimum current Zener takes to go in the big breakdown region is Iz minimum, and what is the maximum current can be flown through the Zener is Iz maximum. And how to limit the Iz maximum? It depends on the power rating of the Zener diode. And if you know the PZ power rating of your Zener diode, so PZ divided by VZ is going to give you the maximum Zener current, the maximum current which can flow through your Zener diode, that is given by the Iz max. What is the Iz min? Iz min means the minimum current Zener requires to go in the breakdown region, that is Iz min. Hope you don't have any doubts now. What is Iz min? What is Iz max? And how you gonna calculate the Iz max? So Iz max you can calculate Pz divided by Vz, while Iz min you can find in your data sheet. It is already given in the data sheet. If you go and look, you can find the value of minimum Zener current to go in the breakdown region. Okay, so let's say you want to design the Zener diode, you want to design Zener as a shunt regulator, and you want to deliver the load current of 20 milliampere. Okay, so your IO equals to, let's say, 20 milliampere, and then your Iz minimum, the minimum Zener current to go in the breakdown region is 5 milliampere. So your total current is gonna be the in gonna be Iz plus I naught plus Iz min, and that is 25 milliampere. So now you got the value of I in. Okay, so now you got the value of in, and based on this in value you can calculate the value of your rs. How you gonna calculate the value of rs is rs equals to vi minus vz divided by I and in, and you can replace this in by 25 milliampere. If you know your input voltage, if you know your Zener voltage, you can easily calculate the rs value. There is no doubt about it. How you gonna calculate the rs value? So let us understand two case. Let us understand the two case. The first case, case number one, let's say this is case one, and in the case one, let's say you have the v in vi max, maximum input voltage, your and your I naught equals to 0. Your input voltage is maximum and your load current is 0. In this case, let us understand what is your Zener current. What is your Zener current? Okay. So in this case, your Zener current IZ equals to, you're gonna get IZ max. IZ max equals to what is going to be, since your load current here is 0, your IZ max equals to the I in. And what is going to be your I in? I in means your Vi max, Vi max minus Vz divided by the value of Rs is going to be I in. What is the takeaway from this? What do you want to understand by using this equation? Okay, so this says that when your load is open circuit, when your load is open circuit, that means there is a no current flowing through your load resistance or the load. I naught equals to 0 here. If you no current, that means I naught equals to 0, and if I naught equals to 0, your Zener current, what is you going to be your IZ? IZ is going to be IZ max. Understand very carefully guys this point. IZ is going to be IZ max, and which is equals to I in, and then I in given by V in max minus Vz divided by Rs. So this is the case number one, wherein your load current is 0 and you have the maximum input voltage. Let us understand here the case number 2. Very important to understand. Let us understand case 2. What it says that case 2, let's say your vi equals to vi minimum. You have the minimum input voltage, okay, and what is your I naught? I naught equals to I naught maximum. Okay, I naught equals to I naught maximum. Then what is going to be your Iz? Okay, your Iz equals to, your Iz equals to I in minus I naught max. Okay, so what is the Zener current? So Iz equals to I in minus I naught max, and you can also write Iz equals to the minimum Zener current, which is Iz min. What is the value of Iz now? Iz, when you have the maximum load current, understand, when you have the maximum load current I naught equals to I naught max, and you have the minimum input voltage Vi equals to Vi minimum, at that point of time your Iz, your Zener current is going to be the input current minus I naught max. And what is the Zener minimum current is, then your Zener current is going to be Zener minimum current. So your operating current, if you look at the Vi characteristic now here, so when your case number 2, when your I naught equals to Iz max, Iz max, when your I naught equals to I naught max, maximum load current, your Zener current is going to be minimum. Your Zener current is going to be minimum. And in case number 1, when your I naught equals to 0, your Zener current is going to be maximum. And for your operating, for your Zener diode, for your regulator, this is the operating region. So this is the operating region. That means your Zener is operating between IZ minimum it is operating between Iz minimum and Iz maximum, wherein you can find the value of Iz maximum is the power dissipation of the Zener Pz divided by Vz. Okay, if you know the Pz, if you know the Vz, you can find out the value of your Iz maximum, and this sees that the maximum current you can get is limited by maximum current you can draw in your Zener diode is limited by the power dissipation of the Zener diode or power rating. You can call it as a power rating of the Zener diode. The first thing is that you have to you have to know your in value, and that in is given by the Zener current plus I out current. And if you know the in value, based on the in value, you know your input voltage, you know your Zener voltage, you can calculate the RS value. Okay, and once you get RS value, it's you are set. You know the RS value, that means you know the current limiting resistor in the shunt regulator. Okay, now you have to be very careful. You have to define your operating current region of your Zener diode, and the operating current region of the Zener diode is IZ minimum, the minimum Zener current, to the maximum Zener current. And when when your load is maximum, your Zener current is minimum, and when your load is zero, or when your load is minimum, your Zener current is going to be maximum. And make sure that whatever Zener diode you are selecting, you should always define the operating current region of your Zener diode based on the power rating. Otherwise your Zener diode is will get hot, and sometimes it might get damaged as well. So this is the basic concept of the Zener diode. If you further deep dive that particular circuit, okay, so let me draw the circuit here. This is your input. Now here you have the input, and this is your RS, the series resistance. And if you move now in the Zener, if you draw the equivalent circuit of your Zener diode, so in Zener diode we have the resistance RZ, okay, that is called the dynamic resistance, or the Zener resistance. And this side is plus, this side is minus. Your cathode is positive, your anode is negative, and here you have the VZ. Okay, and what is basically this is, what is RZ plus VZ? This is the equivalent symbol of your Zener diode. Okay, so let me draw a Zener diode. Okay, this is Zener diode. An internal architecture of Zener diode having one voltage source VZ and dynamic resistance. And now you can draw your load. So let's say this is our load here, this is our load here, and this is the load current flowing through the load is I naught, the load resistance R naught. And now if you want to calculate the output voltage of Vout, and this is your input, again let me write input, this is IZ. Okay, so what is the V naught? V naught is the IZ into RZ, IZ into RZ, the current flowing through the Zener diode into the dynamic resistance or Zener resistance of the Zener diode plus VZ. Okay, and this is the final equation for your output. V naught equals to the IZ into RZ plus VZ. Okay, so V naught, the output voltage is not only depend on the Zener voltage, but also it depends on the dynamic resistance and current flowing through it. Okay, so let's say we talked about case number one. So in the case number one, what was there? In the case number one, our I naught was 0. Your I naught was 0. That means your IZ was IZ max. That means maximum current will flow through your Zener diode. In this case, if your IZ is higher, due to the dynamic resistance of the Zener diode, you will see some voltage drop here, which is added by your Zener breakdown voltage VZ, Zener breakdown voltage VZ, and it can cause you the regulation problem because of this, the RZ component. Okay, RZ components. In case number two, wherein your I naught was max, I naught here was max, and here I naught was 0. So when I naught was max, your IZ was IZ min. So in this case, a small amount of current, what I mean to say here is your output of the Zener diode not only depends on the Zener breakdown voltage, but it also depends on the current flowing through the Zener diode, that is Zener current, and the dynamic resistance of the Zener diode are the Zener resistance.